Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome on our platform, Relationship Matters. Relationship Matters, as we always say, is a platform where we discuss everything to do with relationship. Now, remember, it is a platform or we give advices that will help you to make your relationship stronger, to prevent things that can bring in to come into, to create problem in the relationship. Therefore, we are here to give you advices. Okay. Now, as we always say, our motto are never change. The motto is quite clear that a successful marriage depends on three things. One is a hard work. You must work on your marriage. You must make it, you put all your effort on it because this is your life. Do not allow anything, any situation, any circumstances to come and destroy your marriage. That's why the success of it depends on your hard work. Number two, the success of your marriage depends on you working on yourself to become the right person for your spouse. It's not your spouse problem, it's mostly you. Start from yourself. And thirdly, the success of your marriage depends on you learning to know, to understand, and eventually to love the person that you have found. That is it. So you have to start from you first. If you can work on yourself and your spouse also work on himself or herself, you find out that your relationship can last longer. Okay. Today we're starting a different topic about relationship. We want to tackle what we call by the habits that can destroy a marriage. There are many habits, the things that we do. Sometimes we don't take care of those things, but those things can become a real problem that can lead to problem in our relationship. So there are many of them, but there are four common habits that we do that can have a detrimental effect, impact in our relationship. And this is what we want to talk today. But today we only talk about one of them. There are four of them, but today I'll only talk about one of them. The rest will continue next time. What are those habits that can destroy our marriages if care is not taken? These are the things we know, but maybe we don't pay attention to them. But when we don't pay attention to them, they begin to grow, and become a big tree that eventually will destroy. So let us know about those things so that we can try to prevent them to evolve, to grow in us. The first one, which we talk tonight, is what? Lack of honesty, which we call by dishonesty. Now, marriage is based on trust. Marriage is based on trust. That's the foundation of marriage. If you can give your body to your spouse, you can give your thought, your mind, your thought, your emotion, your heart, your body, your intimacy to your partner, that means that you trust that person. Am I right? So you can see that marriage actually is based on trust. But when that trust has been betrayed, what happened? It can lead to breakdown of relationship. So marriage based on trust. Therefore, to maintain that trust is you must cultivate the habit of being honest. Be honest with your partner. Lack of honesty means that dishonesty can lead to what? Number one, can lead to suspicion. If your partner is not honest to you, you begin to suspect your partner. It leads to suspicion. Suspicion leads to what? To lack of trust. You will not trust that partner anymore as you used to. Lack of trust will lead to what? Will lead to accusation. You begin to accuse your partner because you don't trust him or her. You are suspicious. You don't trust him. You can lead to what? To accusation. Now, when you begin to accuse one another, what that happen? It lead to breakdown of relationship, and that can destroy the marriage. As simple as that. Therefore, being honest is at the heart, at the root, at the foundation of the stability of your marriage and the longevity of your marriage. Now, there are different kind of dishonesty, right? You have physical dishonesty and you have emotional dishonesty. Okay, that's how we can classify them. Now, first of all, what is dishonesty? What is the honesty? Sorry, honesty. Being honest is being open. Be clear. Tell the thing the way they are. If something is wrong, say this is wrong. If something is right, say yeah, this is right. So being honest is simply that telling your heart the way you feel. If you feel that something is not right, being honest. If you are maybe used to something you are doing, which you think that is not the right thing, instead of hiding it, no, be open to your partner. A matter of fact, the more you are open and honest to your spouse, it creates more compassion. Your partner will be there to help you. Remember, because now two of you are becoming one. It's one body. So therefore, being honest is simply being that, look, I have this problem or I cannot help myself. Please help me. Your partner will be more than willing, more than happy to help you either to overcome that situation or to help you how we can solve this problem the best way so that we can continue to live together. But when you are hiding it, you are actually creating more problem because later on, when your spouse will begin to know the truth, that can lead to breakdown. That can bring to big time. That bring to mistrust. You say, all of this time I've been trusting you. All of this time I think this was like that. You have betrayed me. You have done that. That is a problem. So therefore, being honest is being open. Tell your heart. Open your heart to your spouse. Okay. So now, what are the physical dishonesty? The physical dishonesty are quite few. I'll just give you some few examples. For instance, your spending habit can be a problem. Your spending habit. It can be the relationship you have on internet, the relationship you have on WhatsApp, the relationship you have in your workplace, other relationship you have. It can be your gambling habit. You are a type of person like gambling. It can be addiction to some substances, addiction to drugs, addiction to pornography, addiction to things like that, right? It can be so many things. Those are physical problems that can, if you hide them to your partner, you become dishonest. Those are physical dishonesty. Now, let us start for the first one. For instance, your spending habit. As I said before, marriage is based on trust, and that trust is affect our finances. We are husband and wife. Why should we hide our finances? When we know that we are building a house, we are building a family. Therefore, our financial issues must be open to each one of us so that we can know how much I'm bringing in, how much we are bringing in, how can we budget for our family, and your pocket money, my pocket money, everything must be there. Okay, fine. When that is clear, it should not bring a problem. But sometimes among the two partners, one of the partner may have a bad habit of spending habit, may spending money for this, spending money for this. Now, instead of making it open to your spouse that yes, I spend the money for this, for that, you begin to hide it. You are being dishonest in your spending habit. When you are dishonest in your spending habit, your spouse begin to ask you, but the money was there. What happened to the money? You know what? I spent it for I did, but you are not being honest. If that keep on coming in, very soon your partner will begin to have second thought about you handling money. It become a problem. And I seen relationship whereby the issue of money, because one of the partner is overspending or he doesn't know how to do or he doing things like that, it become a problem. And when it become a problem, remember, the feeling will disappear very soon. Very soon, you become suspicious, you begin to accuse, you become quarreling, it can affect your marriage. Therefore, being honest in your spending habit. Tell your partner that this is it, so that how can we find it, how can we go around it? If you want to buy something, let us do this, lot of it. It's a lot. This happens quite a lot. Spending habit. Really, my advice to you guys is that however you want to do your spending, you want to spend your money on, make sure you stay with your spouse. Let us know what you want to spend the money for. This month I want to buy this, I want to buy this. Apart from your pocket money, okay, I want to do this. Let everything be budgeted. That's where you will save your marriage. You save any mistrust, you save any unnecessary quarreling. Okay, it can be the relationship you have. Yes, every one of us is free to have relationship. You're free to have friends. You're free to meet to mix with other people. But there are some relationship that are not healthy for you. Now you begin to hide those relationships from your spouse. Maybe the people you have on internet, maybe you are having some relationship on internet, on your WhatsApp, on your mobile phone. You know, some people they have such, they're hiding on the phone. Even when your spouse wants to touch your phone, hey, what are touching my phone? You are hiding your phone from your spouse because you are entertaining certain relationship there. You don't want your spouse to know about that. That can lead, as I said before, suspicion. Suspicion leads to what? To mistrust, accusation. Accusation will bring to quarreling, unnecessary. Being open. Maybe it's a habit you have. Just let your partner know that, yes, I can't help myself here. Please, this is the situation. So that a lot of people are there. I see people whereby they are fighting because his mobile phone has things. No, no, be open. Or his WhatsApp has things. Be open. Or his email has. Be open. Or maybe the people you have on your workplace, maybe be open. Is very important because that can lead also to problems. Okay, it can be things like gambling. Gambling also, it can be a habit. You are gambling, you are spending money on lottery, spending money on playing what? Playing things, anything that gambling. That also can be a problem. If you are not being honest to your spouse, that can lead to problem. Another thing can be here is your addiction. Some people are addiction to drugs, addiction to pornography, as I said before, addiction to all kind of things, alcohol or things like that. But instead of being honest, I have this situation, I'm addicted to this. Please, you are my wife, you are my husband. How can we? Being honest is your way to solving the problem. But when you are hiding them under the carpet, what happens is you keep on hiding them, you begin to have what we call that double life. Double life, it means that apart from the life you have with your spouse, you are entertaining another life outside, behind your partner. You find out you begin to spend more time to maintain that second life you are having without your spouse knowing. And very soon, your spouse begin to notice certain things going on. That lack of dishonesty, physical dishonesty, is a killer. Please, as you are listening to me, is a killer. Don't even entertain it to come your way. Open up to your spouse because when you begin to keep those things under, you begin to spend more time to cover them up, to cover them up. The time you're supposed to spend to your partner, you are spending your time to entertain that second life. Now, very soon, even the way you talk to your spouse, you begin to lie a lot. You are lying because you are covering those things. That cannot be you any good, do you any good, sorry. It can only lead to what? First and foremost, suspicion. Two, what I say, mistrust. Three, lead to what? To accusation. And lastly, quarreling and breakdown of relationship. So please, my advice is this. Let us be honest in that sphere. When you are honest, you are open up. Say, this I am. Okay? Emotional distrust, emotional dishonesty. What is it? This is mostly to do with your emotion, your feelings. When you are hiding your feeling, when you are hiding your emotion towards your spouse, it can be things like instead of telling your partner the truth, you are lying to your partner. You are being closed. You are not open to your partner. You are being closed. Maybe something is not going right in the marriage. Instead of being honest, tell your partner your truth about your marriage. You can tell your partner, okay, what is the problem? Your truth about the marriage. How do you feel about your marriage? How the direction going on? Are you happy with it or not? Instead of being truth, many people they lie. They say, I'm okay. Your partner will ask you a question. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. There's a problem? Yes, I'm okay. You see, that is emotional dishonesty. You are not being honest emotionally. So learn to say the truth. Instead of lying about your feeling, about the way you feel, about your heart, state of your heart, being honest. Why is it important? Because when you are honest, you are telling your partner the way you feel about your relationship. You feel that your relationship is not going the way it's supposed to go. You feel like there is something is not right. You have so open up your emotion. Let it be known to your spouse that I've noticed this, I noticed that. In a very calm way. The more truthful you are, the more honest you are, it will bring the problem on the surface and you'll be able to face the problem so that you can fix it. You see? But if you are not, the problem will piling up, keep on piling up. You are not being truthful emotionally. You become to have yourself, your feeling will begin to affect because the problem of the marriage is once your feeling have been affected, it becoming very difficult to reverse back. When the feeling have been affected, it become a difficult situation to come back to your first love, to your first instance. That's why this type of platform, we are trying to give advice so that you can prevent these things to happen. Because we are seeing a lot whereby because the wife or the husband are not being honest about the way the marriage have been going on. They say, well, for the past 10 years, I've been suffering. This thing have been going on. This thing have been going on. I just be keeping it in my heart. No, you are not being honest. Being honest, say this thing is not right. I see this, then bring it out. When you bring it out, is the best way to find a solution together, how we can navigate from that situation. So I can go on, but I think this is the very killer. Being honest is the key to the success of your marriage. Dishonesty is actually the opposite. It destroys marriages. It destroys relationship. Because as I say, it always brings three things. The first one, it always brings what? Suspicion. You begin to suspect your spouse. You begin to suspect where he or she doing, who are she meeting, what is in his mobile phone, what is it in Facebook, who are the relationship have outside. Number one. Number two, how is he spending or he spending the money? That's it. Is he telling me the truth? Is she really committed or is he really committed in this marriage? Because the way you see, you can say something with your mouth, but your action shows that actually something is not right. Your husband or your wife can ask you, are you okay? You say, yes, I'm fine. Everything is fine. Yes, I'm fine. You are saying it, but your action is showing otherwise. But if you keep on piling up, what will happen? It will affect the whole situation between the two of you. Okay? So therefore, my dear brethren, ladies and gentlemen, honesty is the key of the success of your marriage. It affects everything. The more you are honest, the more you prevent having a double life. The more you prevent wasting time of entertaining something that will not add value to your marriage. Therefore, your spouse is a part of you, is the person God has given in life. Anything you have, share it with your spouse. Anything, absolutely anything, share it with your spouse so that both of you will find a right solution to maintain your marriage. So we stop there tonight, okay? And we carry with the three other habits. We discuss them next time. But for the now, stay safe, and I see you again next Monday, 8 p.m. British time. Have a blessed week. Bye bye.